Mfalme and Carine grew up in the same village, playing together from the time they were little. As children, they were inseparable, running through the fields, chasing butterflies, and climbing the big baobab tree at the edge of the village. Their friendship blossomed into puppy love as they grew older. When Mfalme was 14 and Carine was 13, they professed their love for one another under the light of the full moon. However, their families were embroiled in a generations-old land dispute. Mfalme's family raised cattle while Carine's grew crops, and both accused the other of letting their herds and fields encroach on the other's territory. The two families strictly forbade Mfalme and Carine from being together, accusing each other's child of being a bad influence and trying to steal land through marriage. But the love between the two only grew stronger in the face of opposition. They met in secret, whispering promises of eternal devotion. Carine wept that she wished they could just run away together. But Mfalme knew the dangers of going into the wilderness alone at their age. After months of sneaking around, they were discovered by both families meeting at their secret spot, the baobab tree. In a rage, Mfalme's father beat him, and Carine's mother slapped her hard across the face. Their families demanded they forget this young romance. But the two refused to abandon the love they had nurtured since childhood. Over the years, Mfalme and Carine schemed and dreamed of how to be together without abandoning their family's lands that had been passed down for generations. When Mfalme turned 18, he went on a long journey, seeking wisdom from a renowned elder in the next territory over. After describing the quarrel between the families, the elder said, "The loop of hatred must be broken through an act of supreme selflessness and sacrifice, or it will remain forever unbroken." Inspired by the elder's words, Mfalme decided he would become the sacrificial lamb to heal the rift between the families. After much planning, on the night of the next full moon, he enacted his plan. After meeting Carine one last time near the baobab tree and professing his eternal love, Mfalme set the family's barns ablaze, ensuring that the flames could not be contained. As expected, both families rushed to battle the fire, fearing for the potential loss of generations' worth of crops, livestock, tools, and homes. In the chaos, Mfalme stood between the two families, shouting for them to look at one another. To their shock, he dropped to his knees and begged for their feuding to stop, saying he started the fire as a wake-up call. He was willing to sacrifice his freedom by confessing to the arson, as long as they ended this meaningless hatred. Carine rushed forward, telling her family and Mfalme's that their love was real and they were soulmates. The months of the families cruelly separating and disparaging their relationship had pushed Mfalme to this desperate act. In that moment, something changed in the hearts of both families. Mfalme willingly turned himself over to face punishment for his crime. But instead of retributing hatred, the families sat down and spoke of their decades of senseless feuding. They agreed that the land disputes could be resolved peacefully through dialogue and compromise. In an act steeped in village tradition, the families merged by holding a joint marriage ceremony between Mfalme and Carine right there among the still smoldering ruins. Their love, tested by fire and family strife, had been the spark to reignite compassion between the two clans. As the moon shone bright above the newlywed couple, hopes rose that their union and courage would bring a new era of peace and healing to the land after so many years of division. Love that endures through immense challenges and tests has the power to heal divisions. Mfalme and Carine's union amidst the adversity became the catalyst for the families to let go of their animosity. The overarching moral is that while cycles of hatred can seem unbreakable, true love and the courage to make selfless sacrifices can rekindle empathy and create the circumstances for conflict resolution and lasting peace. Subscribe to this channel Mfame TV for more videos. Like, share, and leave a comment. I can't leave without telling you that this is African Tales by Mfame, the young boy from Rwanda.